What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Today we are rebuilding the New York Giants on Madden 24 with those Madden 25 rosters, as you can see with the Malik, Nabers superstar. Whew, I mean, that is just amazing. Offense looks pretty bad. I mean, you got Nabers and you got Andrew Thomas. Evan Neal, bust. Darren Waller. Realistically, he's probably not even playing this year. I think he might retire in real life. Um, by the way, I'm a Cowboys fan, so I hate the Giants. So if you hear a lot of hatred, that is why. I think Darren Waller's gonna be gone. This defense is something to definitely write home about. We are a 4-3 team. That's how I like playing in almost every one of my rebuilds. So I kind of just keep that the same. I'm not really big into changing that up. But we're gonna run a 4-3. Um, Dexter Lawrence. He is so good. Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau. I mean, good D line. You definitely got talent. I would like another D tackle just to be a backup. Linebacker wise, Okereke is pretty good. Isaiah Simmons could be good. Micah McFadden's not great. Safeties are now no longer as good as they were after they lost Xavier McKinney to the Packers in free agency. Andrew Phillips and Deontay Banks are the corners, which is nothing really that good. Um, yeah, I mean, this team isn't amazing, but I'll check back in with you guys once I get to my first trade to see what we could do this first season. Just from one of these dev trade upgrades from a mentor, Theo Johnson just got superstar dev for free, basically. I didn't even do any work for that. So that means Darren Waller is without a doubt gone. So I guess we know who we're trading first. Simple trade for me to make. I mean, Jedrick Willis, he's going to be a starter for us. I think at probably left guard. I'm not going to keep him at tackle, but I mean, instant starter for us, which is awesome. And we're just giving up Darius Slayton, who isn't going to play for us this year. I have young wide receivers that I need to progress, and this is an easy trade for me to make. We trade away straight backups and get Kirby Joseph off the Lions. That is our new safety. Pairing him and Tyler Nubbin up at defensive back. That is great. Defense is really looking like it's coming together. I do think we need another corner, though, to pair with Deontay Banks. But, I mean, this defense is looking a lot better. We go pick up a young, really, really fast corner with a dev trait, getting rid of Darren Waller, which is, I mean, not the best, but I think we have two decent young corners who could progress, keep in mind, into top level players. The defense should be good. The worry is now that the offense, led by Daniel Jones, it's going to be brutal. I just don't know if that's going to be good enough for us to win a championship or even contend for one this year. We go after a D tackle and Oso Odigizua, trading with a divisional rival. I think Odigizua could be very, very good, especially since he's a beast when it comes to rushing the passer, and I think he could really, really put up some dominant seasons for us, similar to a role that we had in blanking on the name, the Ramsey tackle who we had last rebuild, but we just need a tackle who could rush the passer because Dexter Lawrence could do amazing, and he's a great, great run stopper, and we have a lot of talent there, but sometimes you need a little bit more. I have no idea what to think of this team this year. Theo Johnson looks like a good player. Looks like he's going to progress very, very well. Evan Neal, I don't like you very much. I'm going to be honest. I don't think you're that good. John Runyon's pretty good. O-line's pretty mid, other than Andrew Thomas, who's amazing. Wide receivers, we need Malik to be a beast. Hyatt and Wandale are all both okay. Defensively, I think we're very, very good. Got a lot of ability to progress, become very talented. Yeah, I think this team defensively looks very, very strong. These are specialists, but I'm just not certain. But I'll see you guys at midseason. We are 4-3 at mid-season, way better than I expected, to be honest. And we have had two losses that have only been by 1 point, so we could arguably be 6-1 if we just played how we should play. And one of those wins would have been against the Cowboys, which would have been massive for this team. But we were looking great. It definitely seems like we're going to be around like a 1 QB away from being one of the best teams in the league. So let's just keep going. We are at playoffs with a 9-8 season. That is pretty impressive. I mean, this team is not great. Are we going to beat the 49ers? Probably not. But let's just quickly look at the stats before we move on. Daniel Jones, shockingly good year. Apparently he's not the prime issue on this team. Maybe he's not the reason we're winning games, but he's not the issue. Devin Singletary ran the ball a ton and pretty effectively as well. 1,100 yards, 15 touchdowns. That's a pretty good year. Malik Nabers, my gosh, what a beast. Theo Johnson, Jalen Hyatt, and Wandale all had massive, massive seasons. Actually, let me check blocking real quick. I just want to see how many sacks he let up. It's got to be ridiculous, right? Andrew Thomas even had a rough year. Whew. That is a lot of sacks allowed. I already see those 16 sacks, 11 sacks, 7, and Osa with a little bit of a down year. I was expecting a little bit better, but I mean, you're playing with really, really, really good dominant players here. Good year. Bobby Okereke played very well. Isaiah Simmons played pretty decent. Um, Not too many picks, which is a little worrisome. Graham Gano did all right. All right, the team looked pretty good. I don't see us being in anything over here. Daniel Jones actually made top 10 MVP. That is insane. Nabers with 7. That's big. Brian Burns almost a defensive player of the year. Wow, that would have been huge. Offensive rookie of the year. Yes. Malik Nabers. Thank gosh. That is big. Keep forgetting Puka is a rookie this year too. Defensive rookie of the year. I don't see us even having. Yeah, no one. Best quarterback. Daniel Jones, top 6. Wow. Best running back. Devin Singletary all the way at 7. That's a little shocking. Nabers got 3rd best wide receiver. Noah Lineman. Uh, Brian Burns and Thibodeau. Linebackers, none. And DBs, I assume none. Kicker, definitely no. All right. I mean, pretty weird first season. I wasn't expecting us to be this good. I was really hoping to kind of get a quarterback in the draft, maybe. But that might not be as necessary. But let's get into this game. Let's see if we have any chance against the Niners. All right. Whew. Big game. I mean, we weren't expecting it to make it here. So just being in a situation playing for a wild card spot, this is big. Let's get to the end of the game. Get a stop there in defense, and we do, going up 7 to start. They go back down and score twice, 3 times. Oh, we're still making a game, though. It is still definitely a game. 19 to 21, we have ball. I did not mean to do that. Whew. I mean, we definitely have a chance here. 25 to 21. Come on. No way. There's no way. We just beat the Niners. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There's no way. I don't believe it. I do not believe that this team's gonna be a good team. Daniel Jones? Are you kidding me? What? Oh my gosh. There's no way. There's no way. That's absolutely ridiculous. I cannot believe we just beat the Niners with this roster. The problem is we're going against JJ McCarthy's led Vikings team. They are so good. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. We won a weekly award there, too. It has to be Daniel Jones, and it was. What a beast. It looks like the Cowboys also moved on. So if we get lucky enough to beat the Vikings, I guess we could check the playoff bracket. We get lucky enough to beat the Vikings, we are going to go against the Cowboys or the Eagles. Eagles smoked us twice this season. We did not beat the Cowboys once. Other side of the league looks also very, very difficult. I'm just ecstatic that we won one game. Let's get into this game. Big game. Battle of the number 9. Or no. Actually, Daniel Jones is number 8. So not battle of the number 9s. But battle of the... I don't know. Vikings versus Giants. That's the battle. I mean, we pulled out a crazy upset last game. We have a great defense, and that is what has to carry us if we're going to have any chance here. 3 to 7, 14. We get a touchdown. Come on, defense. We need to stop if we're going to get something here. This one's not looking great. 17. Oh, my gosh. 17 to 20. Defense needs to stop them. They do not, and that looks like it's going to be it for us. That is tough, but we overshot. We overachieved this year. That's all that matters. So let's get into the offseason. We have two players ready to negotiate before we move on, and they are absolutely no one we're going to resign there. Chiefs did win the Super Bowl over the Eagles, so would have played the Eagles and the Chiefs into the Super Bowl, which I feel like we honestly could have had a chance. Let's go to free agency week 1. I'm very interested in seeing how this team progressed. I haven't checked since the end of the season last year. Dana Jones got star dev trait. Malik Nabers all the way up to the X Factor. Wide receivers did not progress too much. Theo Johnson's still doing well. O-line's doing okay. I would like to add some piece. Devin Singletary is still at star. Daniel Jones took a big upgrade, which is awesome. Brian Burns got X Factor. That's huge. Linebacker core is looking good. Everyone's looking pretty solid. We're progressing well. Um, we might be a year out of being amazing just because of how young this defensive backs are. And the possible need to draft a quarterback. I'm not going to say we do, but there's a chance. But yeah, we are totally going after Amari Cooper. I mean, without a doubt, give me a 1-year deal on Amari Cooper, and I will be ecstatic. Ton of money paying him. That is a ton of money, and we're going to have to pay him even more if we're going to beat out the Chargers for him. But that is okay. I am very willing to do so. Pairing him and Malik Nabers on one team is just going to be disgusting. A lot of money paid, but hopefully we get him with that. I would like an offensive lineman as well. So there is a chance I go out and try and get someone there. Defensive tackle, we do not need any. Outside linebackers, we do not need any. Corner, I don't really like any of them. I thought there was going to be someone better there, but that is okay. Let's go see if we could maybe sneak in and get David Bakhtiari. He wants too much money, though. Probably not going to be able to get him. I actually may be able to try to lessen his contract a little bit. See if he could bring him in. I don't know if he's going to take that, though. He might. There's an okay chance. I think we have a chance. But let's see if we could get these guys. These would be big signings if we could. If we get Amari Cooper, we're probably not going to get Bakhtiari. Let's just get out of that. I think there's other O-linemen here who are pretty good as well. Kevin Zeitler would be big. I'm probably going to move him at center, which would be a weird spot, I guess, for Kevin Zeitler, especially from his transition to all-around football. And he was a former Giant, but I mean, it would be big for us. So let's hopefully get him after we sim a week, and I'll see you then. And we got Kevin Zeitler. And keep in mind, we have all these picks to work with in the draft. Let's just go right into that. I wanted a quarterback in the draft, and we get rid of Daniel Jones and move up a little bit. There is a guy who I have my eyes set on. Put a lot of value to this Cardinals team, but I want to move up in the draft. I want to get my quarterback, and that's exactly what we are going to do. There's one quarterback I had my eyes set on, and actually two of them are there right now with Gary Gallagher and Scotty Klein, but I just was amazed by him. Really, really good accuracies. Stands tall in the pocket. Not too fast, which is a little sad, but good arm. I like him a lot. Yeah, he looks like a beast. I think he's going to be amazing. First pick in the second round. I'm a little bit stuck on where I want to go with this. I do not hate the idea of drafting a corner and just having a really, really good DV, but I don't think I'm going to find one right now, especially since I do not see anyone with really, really good coverage abilities here. Actually, Braden looks pretty good. Aggressive ball hawk, looks like a pretty good player. Ben Foreman also looks pretty solid. Nothing crazy, though. A wide receiver, I mean, is the ideal scenario right here. So I'm going to check the trade block and see if I can find anything. On second thought, I think we're bringing in a lineman. Bernard Randolph, hidden dev, 6'3", 21 years old. I think he's going to take over for John Runyon at right guard. And the rest of these picks do not matter. Let's just sim and see how we did in this draft. I think we did pretty well. I mean, if that first round pick pans out how we thought as a quarterback, we should be okay. But, I mean, I think this roster is going to be ready to go. We're going to bring in another backup middle linebacker. We don't need Daniel Jones anymore. That's perfect. We'll just bring in one. Just get it back up. Good player. This is the roster officially going into week 1. I mean, pretty dang talented. Really putting Klein in a great spot to succeed year 1. In a similar situation that Daniel Jones had last year, just much more improved, especially with such an impressive defense with that defensive line. I mean, they are disgusting. Great front 7. I mean, this team has all the pieces it needs to succeed and win a Super Bowl this year. Not as great as my Chargers rebuild, but it is right next to it. We gotta succeed this year. I'll see you at midseason. Wow, we are at playoffs. I didn't stop at midseason because I was just saw a record and I wasn't too happy. But we were 4-3 then, and we go on a 10-game winning streak. I think this rookie quarterback is what we needed. I just saw him at the top of the leaderboards. Oh my gosh, he might have an MVP season as a rookie. What a season. Devin Singletary also has a really, really good year. Amari, Malik, Nabers, and Theo Johnson all play very, 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 very well. Offensive line-wise, Andrew Thomas, much improved. Evan Neal with a pretty mid-season. Brian Burns, Kayvon, Dexter, Osa. I mean, we definitely weren't as good, like shockingly enough, but that is all right. We won a lot of games this year. And this team looks like it's really, really in spot to win a Super Bowl. And I think it's all going to be led by Scotty Klein. And he didn't win MVP. Second behind Eagles. That stinks. He had a great year, though. Definitely won O'Roy. No Giants. Scotty Klein, of course. Defensively, who didn't have any quarterback. Should have been Scotty Klein. That's okay. We had a great year. Definitely going to get a superstar X Factor on Klein with a bunch of upgrades anyways, even if we don't win a Super Bowl this year. But we are definitely going for the Super Bowl, and that's what we are going to win. Big game against the Cowboys. This is as tough as it gets. There's not much teams better than the Cowboys in this game. So let's see how we can do. All right, we are going against the Cowboys. You know how this works. We're simming every game. I mean, this is the toughest team we're going to play all year. I don't know. Divisional rival and everything. We go up 7-0. Big first drive. 14-3. Defense is really, really playing well. And Scotty Klein is just going to lead us. Oh my gosh. 28-3. Are you kidding me right now? 35-3. We blow the Cowboys out of the water. Not even close game. And we move on to the conference championship. Are you kidding me? What a win. Klein with a massive, massive game. 285 and 4 touchdowns. Devin Singletary also with a big game. We move on to the next game. The next game will be against the Niners. We did beat them last year, taken out in the wild card game. Let's see how we do this year. Let's get into this. The Niners are going to be the toughest game we're going to have all season, I think. Cowboys do not look as scary as this team does. I mean, we're not starting with the ball, which is always a good thing. I hate starting with the ball. Come on, get a stop. Hold on the 3. That's big. We get nothing in our drive. Come on. Answer back with 3. 10-3. Come on. We get nothing in these drives. A lot of drives are just ending. 16-10. They go down to get 2. That was the weirdest game I've ever just followed. Impossible to watch, but we win. I mean, it's got to decline again. We are on to the Super Bowl. My gosh, that's insane. Against the reigning Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. Let's get into this one. All right. Biggest game. Can we go 6 for 6 on these rebuilds? I think so. This team is insane. I don't know if the Chiefs have enough to stop us. We go down early, get a 7-0 lead. They tie it back up. We are back to 10-7, 17-7. Could we make it 24-7? 24-7 going into half, 24-10 actually. I think we're about to run away with this. 27-10. That should be just about it, and we end it. Scotty Klein. Malik, Nabers, and the New York Giants win a Super Bowl. Wow. What a year. This team's insane. Malik Nabers and this New York Giants team win a Super Bowl after 2 years beating Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Wow, what a win. And we are 6 for 6 on these rebuilds. We just keep winning. Let's see the Super Bowl MVP. Who was it? It's gotta be Scotty. He's insane. There's no way it's someone else. Come on. Who is it? Super Bowl MVP Kayvon Thibodeau. What did he do? He must have had a monster year or a monster game. What did he? Kind of want to see this now. Scotty Klein didn't win it. He had such a good game. Let's see what Kayvon put up. I said like 2 sacks. Actually, Scotty did not have that great of a game. Not a great running game. Wandale had a pretty good game. Mari did pretty good. 3 sacks out of Kayvon. What a game. We win. We win another Super Bowl. 6-0 for these rebuilds. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you soon. Peace.